their rent allowance. We need our rent allowance. Haj TK says, good morning to you, KOD, and your panelists. I'm watching you live from Lagos, Nigeria. KOD, these MMDCs think NPP supporters are fools after Kennedy Japan hosted them and made his intentions clear to them. Why didn't they tell him at a meeting that they are endorsing Baumia? The law of karma will deal with them. Is it a case of Baumia's envelope heavier than Ken's? If he collected monies from Ken, knowing very well that you are not going to support him, then beware of the curses that goes with such dishonesty. Haj TK said this one, hey, Charlie, this is why you vex, crowd. You vex. Okay, right.
By the time oral is done with all these people, some names will vanish.
Okay. Mohammed says Patrick Abuama can unite the MPP if he wants to contest in 2028. Who wants to KOD permits me to digress, forgive me because I try never to miss this program, and this is important. I remember clearly the new NIA leadership saying Ghanaians can come and get their new Ghana cards free of charge. We have recent cases of young people going for their new cards and being told to pay 450 Ghana cedis and replacement costing more than 1,000 Ghana cedis. If this is official policy, then I'm really disappointed. This is not what the NDC promised us. If not officially sanctioned, then they must be investigated. Okay, thank you very much for your message this morning. Somebody is saying that you people are charging 450 Ghana cedis for a new card, Ghana card, and a replacement fee of 1,000 Ghana cedis. If this is true, please let us know. If it is untrue, then you must conduct an investigation into the matter. Okay, whether Patrick Abuama or whoever, they are all the same. Let's not make such mistake again. Hey, Bimba from Kwasa. Hey, you know Kwasa is in Oti region. Are you sure you know Kwasa? Do you know Kwasa?
I've been to Volta region a lot.
Also, we are not seeing you on the screen. Oh, I went off a little, Oh, sorry. Please, sorry. Okay. Now, the other topic that I want us to discuss has got to do with oral Operation Recover All Loot. Is it a fruitless venture in holding appointees accountable? Is it a fruitless venture, Madam Rudiana? Is it a fruitless venture? Oral, is oral a fruitless venture?
I don't think.
Knowing what you know, giving the information at our disposal, giving the investigations conducted, giving all the, if you like, the PR surrounding the oral and its implementation and its work and its findings and whatnot. Recently, a press conference was held by the Attorney General, in which an assertion was, rather, if you like, a revelation was put forward in respect of the National Service Secretariat scheme. Wherefore, pronouncements were made in relation to, how much money was stolen, where the monies went, what they were involved in, etc., etc. Yes, the rhetorics are good. Time for action, don't you think so?
Oh yeah, I think so. But I don't think it's a fruitless venture. I don't. I think that it's just a matter of time. This is an investigation. You have to investigate, get all your facts together, evidence, everything, before you can haul the person to court. And I also think that they are being rather very strategic. For me, I know where they're coming from. People are asking, when are we going to get the special courts, the tribunals, and whatnot that were promised? I am of the view that they are also marking time because of certain developments that are happening. You should understand that we have a Chief Justice that is in courts, being investigated right now. And when you're going to be dealing with new courts, new tribunals, you have to have a substantive Chief Justice maybe to be able to deal with it properly. And therefore, us not seeing people being hauled is because of the way our courts have been infiltrated with opposition members and stuff like that. So I think that they are being very careful so that you don't just go and haul them before courts that tell them to go home, so to speak, or not be able to deal with the cases properly. So that is the way I see oral now. And I think that the major problem that oral is facing or will be facing is the interferences from our chiefs and from other political leaders and stuff like that. But I'd like to say that for the rest of us as citizens, we should be looking out for those things, those signs where we feel like chiefs are trying to put pressure on maybe the AG or the special prosecutor not to prosecute certain cases. No one is above the law in this country, and therefore we should insist, those of us who communicate, if we hear it, we should blow it out so that everybody knows that this is what is happening. And the chiefs should know that it is wrong for you as a leader to want to scuttle such a very viable project. You understand? It shouldn't be something that we should have chiefs meddling in it or political heads meddling in it and stuff like that. Look, if you are found guilty, you are found guilty. If you've meddled in it, it doesn't matter which political party you belong. You have to be dealt with. That's the only way that we can all believe and trust in the system. So we cannot say that maybe we know that there's always the horse trading behind the scenes to get somebody off this.
When the committee was formed, they were tasked to do certain activities. First of all, to receive reports, complaints. Those reports, complaints forwarded, investigations opened, and action taken. According to them, you know, per the last, I think, the last press conference that was held by Oral itself, you know, Kujato Ablakwa, they had indicated to us the number of complaints they had received, and you know, they had done the sorting out and had forwarded same to AG. I know that prosecutions take time, but they made it appear as though it was, you know, they had enough evidence, you know, to prosecute first for these matters and to get conviction for those who are culpable in relation to those matters. They made it very clear to us that we had lands here, which lands were taking vote for specific reasons. People vote for individual reasons. People vote for different varied reasons, right? So somebody may have voted by reason of this pronouncements which were made by the then NDC opposition party in relation to the exposés that it brought forward in satisfaction of the curiosity of the Ghanaian people, you know, in relation to some of these matters. So Ghanaians were curious, Ghanaians were suspecting, but it appears they actually unveiled, you know, the matters properly. So Ghanaians now became aware that, okay, this is happening, this is that. So in view of that, then let's give you an opportunity to come and prosecute these people. Now we're here. There's the cathedral, and every Ghanaian citizen is aware of what went into the cathedral and the fact that monies were not expended for the purposes for which, you know, and the state had lost so much, etc. I mean, they are hardcore evidence. But we are not doing anything about it. People are saying that, well, they want to change the judges so that
they are doing something.
Okay,
see, what I can say is that probably communication is not forthcoming from those agencies, and for good reason. I mean, nobody would want to go and taint somebody's personality. You understand? So if you are going to be investigating people, you must get the right information before you can come out and say, Kwame went and did this. And then at the end of the day, bad news travels very fast. Good news, you know, before you know, everybody's forgotten. But the bad will follow you. Oral, to my understanding, they did their investigations, but they couldn't prosecute. They handed over the docket or the file to the president. The president then handed it over to the Attorney General, and then the OSP took over some cases. Now, what I know or what I have heard is that there are people who are reporting, who are actually being whatever is the SML, whatever it is also out there. The Eduba Hinwanda, the group is out there. And apart from that, until Napo opened his mouth to say he has been reporting, I didn't know that Napo had been going. You understand?
Chemawun to me
is there. I mean, I think that their hands are full, kind of. And then also, we have to give them enough time to investigate properly. Because you see, political crimes, the way they've shredded evidence, you know, you have to really search.
All right.
So
I'm coming now to you,
so I don't think it's
Dr.
I don't think it's a fruitless venture.
Let me just read a few messages here. Kennedy, Oral did a yeoman's job by gathering all necessary information and complaints to the appropriate quarters. But if regional tribunals are not set up, if the judiciary is not sanitized and sifted well, the whole modus operandi of Oral and its objectives will come to naught. I, however, concede that justice delayed is justice denied. Sani Salihu, my brother. Good morning to you, Sani. I trust you are well. Mr. Exactly. So I tell people, but
you realize that the Attorney General also came out to say that he was sifting through to see those ones that were solid, and those ones are the ones. So I'm sure we'll get there.
Good morning. Our cells are full because of chicken, goat, plantain, weak cases.
No, BNI for cells are not, or NBI.
They should empty the cells by discharging all those people for our cells to accommodate new important cases.
New batch, new catches
that the state can benefit from by recouping our monies back to the state. Or say, Kofi, inside a billet, they say, for Pan Africa TV, I'm paying now. My Vice President, good morning. I was beaten by rain and lost all my contact. Please help me with your number and that of Solomon Owusu. Oh, John, Beto, I'll give you my number right away.
Is it Solo I know? Or this
oh, I'll give you my number. Why not? Oh, Master, me and you. Okay, I've sent my number and that of Solo to you. Hello, dear host. Good morning. Yesterday, I accepted the apology of Honorable Doctor during your morning show. As someone pointed out to him, he should have exercised a little bit of patience. And I would add, even asked for the source of my information and not to underrate a Catholic priest and attack him unnecessarily for making a harmless, truthful submission. I have all the information to prove that the jihadists are the militants of some sects of Islam, if not all. And their main objective is capturing territories in Africa by force is nothing else but to establish Islam. Answer is that the jihadists do not represent Islam. The unfortunate thing that I've observed about our brothers in the Islamic religion is that they do not want anything negative to be said about their religion, even when what is said is very true. And this is a mark of unwillingness to correct mistakes. Thanks, Reverend Father Ignatius James Yamposa. Yesterday he passed the comment, and then the response that came from Dr. Marzuk wasn't really pleasant, even though after the show he apologized. No, in fact, right on the show he apologized.
I think we all don't want negative things to be said about our religions.
Absolutely.
Yes,
so let's proceed. King Kong from Tamale Central Constituency, Sakasa. Sakasaka. Is it Sakasaka Park? The Sakasaka Park in Tema. Usually, it's people with a lot of question marks who are in a hurry to see the action of Oral. They will see it at the appropriate time, inshallah. Hey, Ken Williams says, good morning to you. Greetings to you all, and someday, especially Madam Rhoda. It's coming. Hey, Ken, you. Good morning to you, panelists. Oral should recover all the loot, update Ghanaians, and use for the development of Mother Ghana. Jailing without recovering the loot is still cost to the nation. Thank you. Aisha from Upper West Region. That's what she was talking about, lack of update. Well, she says it's good. But then again, you see what clears the confusion is if you don't leave a lacuna. Because once you leave a lacuna, people will now begin to exactly. So I think they should update us. Oh, this is what is happening. Yes. This is how much we've, because I remember the Attorney General is on record to have indicated that some people behind the scenes were having conversations and returning. So let us know, if you like, don't mention names, but let us know that, okay, so far we have had so number of people come to us and they have started paying X amount of money. This is the account that we have created. See, they should create an oral account. They should. Attorney General. No, I'm serious. Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine.
Account 48.
Yes, they should create an oral account. An oral account. So that Ghanaians will know exactly how much we have recouped. Because we can't, the rhetorics are enough. Right now, if maybe I had committed an offense, I had stolen from the state, and Madam Rodlin is the oral boss, and I gave her money, right?
From that. And I remember similar thing happened to Professor Mills. You know, in his day, some attempts were made to prosecute some few people, and anytime they go, the case is thrown out and all of that. We need to be very careful.
All right.
So I will not speak much. I will say that communication, as we have all agreed that, I mean, you know, on the set here, should be up and coming. We need to know what is happening, and then just carry us along, and I think everybody will be fine.
Most grateful to you. Thank you. Kindly let the Reverend Father know that if all of us can delineate Islam from terrorism and very bad people, we won't brook any argument. Criminals are criminals regardless of their creed. Sani Salihu. Thank you, Sani, for your message. Oh, Dr. Chidi! Dr. Chidi! You know Dr. Chidi, COP Dr. Chidi. Kwame, you are doing well with your legal education this morning. Greetings from Western North. Greetings, Dr. Chidi is my big brother who is the regional commander, Western North regional commander. Western North regional commander. Bakope. No Bagawaya, whose promotion was sat on for 8 solid years. He should have been a COP by now. Yes, 8 years. Dr. Chidi, good morning. You've still not extended the invitation to me. You have still not extended the invitation to me to come to Western North. Please don't do that. I'm your brother. Small plantain, all right? Yes, Richard from Navrongo says, good morning to you, KOD. Why is Solomon Owusu missing on your show today? Solo came yesterday. You didn't watch, you see? Koblavi of Pokwasi Benghazi. Why MPP is worrying themselves for the next? Why is MPP worrying themselves for the next election? After MPP has destroyed Ghana, they are pretending to be angels to deceive Ghanaians again. But it no go work because Ghanaians are now wise. Brian Champo will never become president of Ghana because he's a violent man. Dr. Baumia has nothing to offer. He's a braggart. Kennedy Japan has nothing to offer. Yeah, so
money, you know.
Inside our best military barracks. The corruption law must include the arrest and jailing of family members in case the culprits escape, just like Ofurata. All corruption fighting agencies must be reformed into one body, backed by good laws, with membership from all paramilitaries and security services. I agree with this one. I think that there are too many security services doing the same things, and all the time they clash. All the time.
That's how come we're not getting it.
All the time.
Because
you see, I still don't understand the difference between National Investigation Bureau.
Bless you, Mama. God bless you so much for inspiring our generation. I go by the name Stonewall. This is a great opportunity for me to be in the presence of greatness. If I want to talk so very much,
come back too.
I'm gonna be back.
All right, okay.
Blessings.
Truly African.
Tonight, the new patriotic party, that's the opposition NPP, goes to an early polls ahead of the 2028 elections. Normally, according to their constitution, the primaries for the presidential elections are supposed to be held 2 years into the next elections, but they have an early lead. We'll be looking into those issues. Also coming up tonight, as you saw in the screens, back to the program. This is Hot News, and we're live from our studios here at Abelenkwe. Live also on Facebook at Pan African Television. Also live on all our socials at Pan African TV. Connect with me personally on Facebook too at Atos Watch on the issues we're discussing. The WhatsApp line will be displayed shortly on your screen. You can join us with your comments on the issues we're raising tonight. We're also live across some 46 African countries via satellite and other digital platform. Once again, my name is that.
A lot.
Right, okay. Yeah. So let's go into straight discussion. The NPP, your friends in parliament, they say you are your friends.
Yes.
In parliament. And I keep saying that we need them, we need a stronger and a better opposition.
Definitely.
You know, to enhance the development.
But rather, when we are doing something about the country, when we are attempting to introduce a levy, ESLA levy, they worked out at the end. Things that matter on the nation, you invite them to an economic leadership in parliament. They have questions to answer there.
The national party, the national chairman of the party has even taken it.
You are not given the opportunity to play any role from the last election who are coming to decide. So how are you going to influence their decision to be different from what they did before?
And they've taken stands, some of them have,
they gave someone overwhelming endorsement. How are you going to change that?
And already we've seen that happening.
And these same delegates have elected the regional executives, have elected the national executives. You don't have any chance of breathing in fresh air in all of this. And they have to deal with the same old register. Previous candidate miles ahead of new candidates in this election. And if I were a new candidate, I'd be wondering if this is not a conspiracy to make sure that a certain established candidate or establishment candidate emerges. Because if not, why not give an opportunity for anybody who is interested in the party to contribute to the process?
Is it not perhaps the acknowledgement should be able to bring every member of the party together?
The people that you can't even count the number of scandals. All these are there. Ghanaians gave us a clear mandate that they did not want that kind of governance. So the NDC, our destiny is in our own hands. If we continue in the trajectory in which we are continuing and deliver and reset this country, Ghanaians will give us another 10. It's obvious, but our destiny, as far as the next election is concerned, is based on the performance on the current government. Period. Simplicity. They are not going to judge us by anything other than our social contracts.
Right.
Our 1-day social contract with 120-day social contract with them, we have delivered creditably. In less than 6 months, people have felt that we have. And for the first time, prices in Ghana have started dropping, something that's very rare. And it's even going at a snail's pace. We wish it would have gone faster. compared to how significantly we have brought.
Prices hasn't really gone down
As we expect, but at least we saw some reduction in the transportation. In some areas, not at all. People are asking for 2 months. It's a wait and see attitude. People don't believe that this is sustainable. But I think we have demonstrated enough that this can be sustained. Despite all the challenges, we have demonstrated enough. So I do hope that the market forces will respond so that Ghanaians will feel the benefit of this good governance. Come out from their sources, because if I were a candidate, I would be seriously concerned that we don't have any opportunity to have a new coalition unless they are going to collate a new delegates list by some means. But if they are going to do this before their regional conferences, their national conferences, all their national executives current will be on it, all their regional executives will be on it. So it will mean that it is just a repetition of what happened before 2024 election. So if you are going to that battle, what is your confidence? I think that I will maintain on any day. One of the reasons why they have also done this is that it's a panic button. That was the fourth reason I wanted to. It's a panic button, the first, because the rate at which His Excellency is delivering, the rate at which we are resetting this country, they are in a state of panic. So you realize that they always try to find something to hold on to, but it doesn't last, because whatever they bring doesn't stand the test of time, because we have very good results to talk about, and you can't do much about it than talk about it. So this is one distraction that's going to let us talk about their party for a week or something, but it cannot overshadow the strong performance the city has shown even this week. It cannot. It cannot overshadow the fact that while in their tenure, when there was Russia-Ukraine, it was being explained for every problem in Ghana. It cannot let people forget about that and see the difference, that the same Russia-Ukraine war is still there, that now Gaza, Israel is part.
So
we wish him well.
Maybe he will become the next president of Ghana. We wait to see. And then the
next president of Ghana, I can tell you for sure, is an NDC president.
We wait to see.
Unless he joins the NDC.
So that's the former vice president,
Okay.
Dr. Baumia. We also know that some members of parliament from parliament paid him a visit, throwing their weights behind him.
Okay.
All right. So the campaigns are already started.
So you see that.
Program, we're still discussing issues affecting our dear motherland, Ghana. Just gone by, we were looking at the what seems to be some leadership crisis within the NPP. They're going into an early presidential primaries. As to whatever be the reasons, we are waiting on the sidelines to see. We're going straight into discussion. We're looking at issues surrounding the health sector in Ghana. At the back of what we've all been witnessing some few weeks ago. You remember the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association when
And for the facilities that we visited in the Savannah region, and the Bunu East and region, and the Ahafo regions, the facilities that we visited in these places, the major thing we realize is that we have a health workforce that is very motivated, professionally trained, willing to deliver. But we have major challenges. Healthcare, and even when you come down, even down south here, the major medical equipment, again, some of them that were placed then were not serviced. So any head injury, you have to move to Kumasi or Konfano. Lack of equity in the distribution of our health workforce. And that, to address that, you really need to look at the incentive package for the healthcare workers. Right. Because if not, we will have this challenge persisting.
So why are they holding? Why do they always